told you that former Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, has been saying something in relation to this election. Earlier this morning, there was an incident. We brought to you something on social media, and apparently we were told that it was hacked. So we're doing our checks very well. We have verified this information from the social media platforms for Mr. Kofi Annan. We've looked at his Facebook. It is a verified account. We've looked at his Twitter handle. It is a verified account. And we've looked at his website. So I'm going to tell you what he's writing about the election, and we'll just read to you what he has on his Twitter handle. And it is at Kofi Annan. He says, "I congratulate the Election Commission and the people of Ghana on an election worthy of our democratic tradition." There's more which we're not seeing here. We can get that on his Facebook page. There it is. Let me read that to you. "I want to congratulate the Election Commission, its staff, and the people of Ghana for conducting a good election on 7 December, worthy of our democratic tradition. I also applaud the support and the diligence of the electoral observers, national and international. I call on the candidates, their parties and their supporters to remain calm until the announcement of the final result by the Election Commission. There is no reason for incitement. In the spirit of democracy, I call on the losers to concede as quickly as possible to diffuse tensions and allay uncertainties. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the 5 candidates who have already done so in light of the preliminary results and clear trends. The people of Ghana are waiting and watching. Let's not disappoint them." Now, just so we're clear, we're going to go on his website and read that to you as well. We don't want any issues of hacked account and all of that. We are on the Kofi Annan Foundation website at the moment, and I'm going to read for you what is there. Okay, can we scroll down a bit? Okay, we'll get it to you in a bit. We happen to have skipped that particular page, but we'll get it to you in a bit. So we've checked with his Facebook. It is his verified account with its Twitter handle, verified account, and we are on his website, and we'll be reading that to you. Let me quickly ask you what you think of this. I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Kasati.
I think it's very clear and straightforward, and it's good in the sense that he's also waiting. He's demonstrated that even he is waiting for the Electoral Commission to make the declaration. As we have said before, it is only the Electoral Commission that can give us the official declaration of the results. Clearly, he's waiting for the Electoral Commission to do that. But we have voted so far, and so you just can't help congratulating the Ghanaian people for the conduct so far and the patience even whilst we wait for the election. Of course, we all also agree that the voting process went on very well, almost perfect for the voting process. So it's understandable that he's, of course, congratulating the Electoral Commission as well for the way the elections have been organized with respect to the voting process, the conduct of the Commission, the conduct of the Ghanaian people. And clearly, it's not going one way or the other. So it is very clear that we are all waiting for the Electoral Commission to make the relevant announcements.
Okay. Now we can go on the website of Mr. Kofi Annan and read what is there as well, just to corroborate the others that we've seen on social media. "I want to congratulate the Election Commission, its staff and the people of Ghana for conducting a good election on 7 December, worthy of our democratic tradition. I also applaud the support and the diligence of the electoral observers, national and international." This is obviously the same thing, word for word, of what he has on his social media platforms. The last sentence we have there is, "The people of Ghana are waiting and watching. Let's not disappoint them." And one catchy bit of it that I'd like for you to comment on, Dr. Alidu, is, "In the spirit of," and I'm quoting, "in the spirit of democracy, I call on the losers to concede as quickly as possible to diffuse tensions and allay uncertainties. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the 5 candidates who have already done so in light of the preliminary result and clear trends." What do you make of that statement?
I think democracy is about winning and losing, and democracy is also about disagreement. But your ability to manage this disagreement very well makes it the best form of government. So consensus building is a very key thing. And the issue is that one of the difficult things that you usually see in a democracy is somebody conceding to an electoral defeat, because a lot of energy has been put out there, a lot of resources has been put out there, a lot of expectations have been imposed on you by the people who, by the followers or the members of the political party. So it's usually very difficult for you to be able to do that. But I think it's also a great mark of leadership and also humility to be able to do that when you see all the signs clearly written. And I think he praised the 5 other candidates who, after the tabulating the results that has come so far, they know that they were completely out, and then they were able to.
I mean, some knew they were completely out earlier anyway.
I think some even knew they were out before we started voting. So, and now they are at peace with themselves, and they are actually enhancing our democracy. And I think one thing that will further deepen and consolidate the very infant democratic processes that we have chosen for ourselves is how we handle the outcome of this election. And concession is one of the most important things. You are not just conceding when you lose, but you do it in time, very quickly, so that all the tension will go down, you ease the uncertainty, and then that element of statesmanship will be completely demonstrated, it will be conferred on you, and then we can move forward as a state. So his statement is very instructive.
Okay.
No matter who is winning and no matter who is losing, and no matter the effort you have put up, and no matter the expectations that you had, it is still part of victory that you consider you have lost.
But if the projections are anything to go by, what do you make of that statement coming from him and we see him as a state icon?
Yeah, I think he's one of the most important people whose voice carry weight. But I still think that until the Electoral Commission officially announces, the 2 major political parties will not concede. Because until, if it's not, you can't just do based on projections. I think they still want to officially hear from the Electoral Commission. And I think once that is done, the losing candidate will be dignified enough to concede defeat and then put this country back to the pedestal of peace.